Welcome to Basement Builds. This is my 6 square meter shop. I got some tools over here, a workbench, a MIG welder down there, and a whiteboard. And in this video I'd like to build a bench for a small tabletop lathe right in this corner. Let's get started. So first up, let's take some measurements about the general dimension of the yet imaginary table. And after feeling good about it, we can already start sketching on the whiteboard. For this table, a width and a length of around 1200 and 500 millimeters, as well as a height of a bit more than 800, seem just fine. There's going to be a lot of welding involved in making this table, so I'd like to go with 40 millimeter steel square tubes with a wall thickness of around 3 millimeters. Also, since the lathe is going to sit on top of that table, rigidity is somewhat key. And I imagine 6 legs with crossbars in between, as well as in between the leg pairs, are going to help with that. After the initial sketching and thinking about the dimension of all the different tubes is done, let's take that shopping list and head right out to the next building supply store. In my case, that is a local chain called ProKilo, specialized in selling steel, metals and plastics in nearly every form and shape that you need for your very own projects. Since I already had a partnership with them in the past, I told them about this project and they were yet again so kind to support me with materials. A big thank you to them at this point. And of course you can find a link to their website in the description below this video. Besides getting all the metal tubes, I also ordered some table stands and nuts online. As a first step, let us make some inserts for the table legs that we can later use to attach the feet stands themselves. I also made a 3D model of the whole table, which we can use to zoom in on the parts that we are currently building, so it's a bit easier to follow along. Right now you can see one of the 6 identical inserts that we're going to make in the lower right corner. Since you now saw how one of the inserts is made, just imagine that we did this 5 more times, so we have all the 6 inserts that we need. Next up, we're going to build the upper table frame on which a wooden plate and the lathe are going to be sitting on. We will also be using the angle grinder a lot in order to clean the surfaces that we want to weld together. After we finished the upper table frame, we can now start working on the first of the 3 leg pairs. Now we can already start to attach each of the leg pairs to the frame, but since it is not super easy to guarantee that all legs are perfectly upright from the frame, let us just spot weld everything in place before we attach it for good. Once we have the crossbars in place and the whole table does not look crooked, we can start to weld the proper connection between the legs and the frame. In order to have some more support area just under the base of the lathe, I thought about adding some extra 3mm steel plates that we can now also attach to the table. Coming back to the inserts we made at the beginning, it is now time to attach them on the inside of the legs. Luckily, the welding magnets I got are just perfect for that job. And once all the inserts are in place and we screwed in all the table stands, all that is left to do now is to get the whole table sandblasted and powder coated in a nice red color. Since I unfortunately neither have a cabine for sandblasting nor any of the tools needed for powder coating, I'm giving the job away to someone else. And just a few days later, the table was already done and I got a call to pick it up. So I went there, and as you can see now, the table really turned out great. So I'm really happy with the color and with the powder coating itself. Like always, it's really nice to see when you give away a somewhat dirty part with like scale on it, and then it just comes back in a flawless coat of fresh paint, and that always makes me very happy to see. And now the only thing that we have to do is to attach the feet and also to put a nice wooden plate on it, and then this project is officially done. In the end, the construction of this table just took a few days of work, and this video is just a mere speedrun of it. Still, I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.